Hi there everyone, my name's Ryan. I'm one of the creators of Gap Filler and the chair of the Gap Filler Trust. I'm here at just about sunset on the longest day of the year. I'm in the Gap Filler office, which is also the front room of our house. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the projects we've got on at the moment, but really more than anything talk to you about some of the projects that we've got coming up after we take a short break and into January and February. So just running through some of the things we've got on at the moment, the Think Differently book exchange on the corner of Kilmore and Barbados Streets is still going strong, about 4 months, is that right? Yeah, into the project. Still getting lots of use. Pop by, leave a book, take a book, and enjoy that site. The Littleton Petanque Club on the corner of London and Canterbury Streets in Littleton, still going strong. Lots of use by the community, lots of little projects going on, many things that we don't even know about. Just last weekend I was there building houses out of clay, along with some people from Massey University who came down to do that. Some wonderful stuff happening there, and of course you can play petanque. Grab a petanque set either from Portico, 2 doors down, or the library or the dairy just across the way. You can go and borrow a set of boules to play. Community chess site on Colombo Street in Sydenham, right next door to the Honeypot Cafe, is going. Giant chess set, similar to, but not the same as the one that was in Cathedral Square. Just pop into Honeypot Cafe and you can get the key to the chest where all the pieces are, and use that as much as you like. And in fact, I don't think a lot of people have kind of got that on the radar yet, so help spread the word about that one. I don't think it's getting as much use as it could and should. Just a block up the road from that one, Wayne Yule's giant mural that was commissioned by the Christchurch Art Gallery. That's on the corner of Colombo and Byron Streets. I'd say go take a look at it, but you can't miss it. If you're within a block of the area, you will see it. We have the painted piano project going on. We've got 2 pianos out, one out in New Brighton and one at 636 Ferry Road, I think is the address, in Woolston. And in fact, there are some concerts coming up on the next 5 Wednesdays from 12 to 2 p.m. At the Woolston Painted Piano. So that's all stuff happening at the moment, and all of that actually is likely to still be happening quite a few months down the track. So that's pretty exciting. We've got some longer term projects going on. Things coming up in January or February, fingers crossed, plans that we've got. We are a good portion of the way towards developing a cycle-powered cinema. We've got some engineers working on it. The idea not just having a stationary bike there, but actually having a rack where 10 cyclists can come. You can ride your own bike, lock it into the system, and pedal away. There will be a little series of LEDs to let you know when you're actually generating power. And we're going to run a whole series of cycle-related films on the Cycle Traders site, where Cycle Traders used to be on Manchester Street. And that should happen in late January. Fingers crossed for that one. Another project we've got underway is the Dance-O-Mat. We're going to put a good quality dance floor in the public on a Gap site, and it's going to be coin operated. We'll have outdoor speakers and a lighting system, and you can plug your own iPod in, drop a coin in the slot, and that starts the power to the system, and you can play your own tunes and use the dance floor. And we've talked to a few people so far, various dance organizations that lost studio space, contemporary dancers that want rehearsal space, etc. And we reckon it should get a lot of use and should be a lot of fun as well. So the Dance-O-Mat project coming up. We have a project in collaboration with the French Embassy, or actually the New Zealand-France Friendship Fund. It is a Jacques Tati project. Tati was an old French mime artist and filmmaker, actually only made a handful of films, hilarious films. And all of his films incorporated a sort of comedy to do with architecture. And since architecture is such hot topic in Christchurch at the moment, we thought it was quite poignant. So actually we are running early in the new year an architectural competition to respond to the Jacques Tati film Playtime, to develop an installation on a Gap site, and then on that Gap site we'll screen Tati's films. We'll have some panel discussions about architecture and who knows what else. Anyway, that's the first of a few architecture projects we've got coming up. We have just started working on an outdoor pavilion project where we aim to build a temporary pavilion out of most likely pallets or some other um, reusable but essentially waste material. Not all pallets, but a lot of the pallets that are used around Christchurch are actually just thrown in the skip after use. So to make a temporary structure on a gap site that could be used as a live music venue or any sort of venue, that we want to build one of these and just leave it there for the community to use. So public pavilion project. And alongside that, there's a group from Dunedin that got in touch with us a while back. Actually, they specialize in sub-consent architecture. That is architecture that is small enough to not require building consent and resource consent applications. And they are coming up in late January to build Gap Filler an office on a Gap site. So we won't be operating out of here for too much longer. Hopefully we will be placed on a Gap site in Sydenham. They're going to build a structure as much as possible out of recycled materials. That's entirely sub-consent, and we're going to try to make the whole thing solar powered. Yeah, and that's all supposedly happening by the end of February. So, there's a little bit what you can look forward to. And please, if you like what we're doing and think you can help in any way, if you have any skills, if you want to volunteer some labor, get in touch. We can always use a bit more money. If you'd like to make a donation, there's now a snazzy button on our newly launched website, which you're looking at. So click on donation, please, if you can help us out. And if you want to tag your money to go towards a specific project or anything, that's perfectly fine with us. And thanks, and have a happy holiday. Ciao.